Quick question before we start this video. Have you ever gotten a job offer and just said yes right away? No pushback, no follow-up question, just yes, sounds great, thank you so much. If that's you, I need you to stay right for the next 20 minutes because that one habit alone can be quietly costing you $10,000s of dollars, maybe even more. And most people never even realize this happening. Here's the thing nobody tells you. When you are starting your career, the number a company first offers you is almost never their final number. It's a starting point. It's designed to be negotiated, and when you accepted it without a single word of pushback, you are not just losing money for this one paycheck, you are setting the baseline for every raise, every bonus, and every future job offer that comes after it, because a lot of those are calculated as a percentage of what you have already making. In this video, I am going to give you the complete research back playbook to negotiate the salary you actually deserve, not vague. Just ask for more advice. I mean the actual words to say, the actual research to be beforehand, and the exact mistakes that quietly kill people's chances before they even get to the negotiating table. So if you are serious and not leaving money on the table ever again, watch this till the end, because the second half of this video is where most people mess up the most. So let's get into it. Let's start with why this actually matters, because the numbers here are honestly little shocking. Studies on hiring and compensation consistently find that around 70% of the professionals accept the very first offer they are given. No negotiation, no counter offer, just straight acceptance. And on the surface, that doesn't sound like a big deal, right? It's just number one, the one time. Except it's not just one number, one time, because your salary compounds. Every future raise is usually a percentage added on top of your current salary. Every future job offer, a recruiter will often ask, what's your current salary? And use that as their starting point for what they offer you next. So if you underprice yourself once, right at the very beginning, that gap doesn't close on its own, it follows you. And when researchers estimate the lifetime impact of never negotiating a single time across an entire career, the number can add up to over $1 million lost earnings. So let that sink in for a second. $1 million potentially just from staying quiet. And here's the part that actually should make you feel better, not worse. It usually only takes one conversation to change that outcome. One 5 to 10 minute conversation done the right way and can shift your entire trajectory. That's the whole video is about, and is about to teach you how to have this. So exactly what we are covering in order, so you know where we are headed. So first, why negotiation matters more than you probably think, and why this isn't about being greedy or difficult. It's actually the opposite. Second, how to prepare like a professional before you even open your mouth, because 90% of a successful negotiation happens before the conversation even starts. Third, the exact words and phrases to use during the actual conversation, including how to open it and how to avoid the single biggest trap most people fall into. Fourth, how to negotiate the entire package, not just your base salary, because there is so much more on the table than most people even realize. And the fifth, the common mistakes that actually destroy your leverage, so you can make sure you are not accidentally sabotaging yourself. By the end of this video, you are going to walk away with a complete repeatable system you can use for every single job offer for the rest of your career. Let's start with the mindset shift you need first. So let's talk about why this matters so much, because I think a lot of people feel guilty about negotiating, like they are being pushy or ungrateful. I want to completely reframe that for you. Negotiating your salary is not about being too much greedy or something else. It's about advocating for your worth. It's making sure the pay actually matches the skill, the effort, and the results you bring to the table. That's it. That's the whole point. Now, here's the part that makes this so important. This is not a one-time event. It's compounding. Think of your salary like a snowball rolling down a hill. If you negotiate a higher base salary today, that higher number becomes the base that every future raise gets calculated from. Your next annual review, your next bonus, your next promotion bump, all of it is usually a percentage on top of what you are actually already earning. So a strong negotiation today does not just get you more money this year, it quietly raises your ceiling for every year after that too. And the flip side is just as true. Unfortunately, if you accept a lower number now just to avoid an awkward conversation, that lower number becomes your new normal. Every future raise builds on a similar foundation. Underpayment does not just hurt once, it repeats every year after year, usually without you even noticing it's happening. So when I say one conversation can echo across your entire future career, I am not exaggerating for effect. It's literally how the math actually works. This is exactly why the next section, preparation, is so much important. So let's get into that. Alright, the section 2, the preparation section. And I cannot stress this enough. This is the foundation of everything else is built on. Though preparation is what gives you the confidence to actually ask for what you are worth, instead of freezing up or second guessing yourself in the moment. When you walk into a negotiation without doing your homework, you are essentially negotiating blind. But you have done the research, you know the numbers, and you know exactly what you are going to say. The whole conversation changes. You are not guessing anymore, you are just stating facts. So let's break preparation down into 3 concrete steps you can actually follow. Step 1 is knowing your market value. Before you can ask for a fair number, you actually need to know what fair looks like for your specific role in your specific industry, in your specific location. Guessing here is one of the biggest mistakes people make. There are 3 main ways to find out this. The first is online salary tools. Sites like Glassdoor, LinkedIn Salary, and Indeed all publish real compensation data broken down by job title, industry, and even city. This could be your starting point. Spend 20 minutes here and you will already know more than the most of the people who walk into a negotiation. The second source is industry reports. A lot of industries publish annual compensation surveys and studies, sometimes through professional associations, sometimes through recruiting firms. This tends to be more detailed and specific than the general salary websites. So, if you can find one for your field, it's gold. And the third source, which people often forget, is your professional network. Talk to mentors, talk to former colleagues, talk to recruiters you have worked with. People are often more willing to share rough salary ranges in a private conversation than you would expect, and that real world insider context can be incredibly valuable. And here's your goal. The goal, by combining all of these three sources, you want to walk away with a solid defensible number, not a guess, not a hope, but an actual data-backed range for what someone with your skills and experience should be earning. Now the step 2 is knowing your worth, meaning you can actually articulate clearly and specifically the value you bring. This is where a lot of people fumble because they know they are good at the job, but they have actually put into words. These are the two parts of this. The first is quantifying your achievements. Vague statements like "I worked hard" or "I was a team member" don't move the needle in a negotiation. What moves the needle is hard numbers, something like "I increased sales by 15% or I reduced project costs by $10,000. These specific things like numbers, these are concrete, they are memorable, and they are very hard to argue. This I have explained in my past videos also. The in depth I have explained, so you can watch them for better understanding. So back to the topic. So before any negotiation, go back through your work history and pull out every measurable win you can find. Even small ones add up. The second part is aligning those achievements with the actual job description. Don't make the hiring manager connect the dots themselves. Do it for them. If the posting mentions they need someone to improve customer retention, and you have a past result related to retention, say that explicitly. Spell out the connection. The clearer you make it that your specific experience solves their specific problem, the easier it becomes for them to justify paying you more. Okay? And there's the step 3 is setting your actual range, and this has two parts too. First, figure out two numbers. Your ideal number, the outcome could be you would be genuinely thrilled with, and your minimum acceptable number, your absolute walk away point, the line below which you will not go. And having this clarity worked out ahead of time on paper before the conversation even happens. This is so important because in the moment, under a little bit of pressure, it is very easy to talk yourself into accepting something you will regret a few months later. If you have already decided your flow in advance, you protect yourself from that. And second, this is a big one, so listen carefully. Think beyond just the base salary number. Total compensation includes health insurance, retirement plan matching, paid time off, bonuses, stock options, and professional development budgets. All of that has real dollar value. Sometimes a company genuinely cannot move on base salary because of internal pay brands, but they have a lot more flexibility on these other pieces. So when you are setting your range, think about the whole package, not just about the one number on the offer letter. This is actually sets up perfectly for what we are covering next, how to actually communicate all of this out loud. Okay, you have done your research, you know your work, you have set your range. Now it's time for the part everyone's actually here. What to say and how to say. The golden rule of this entire section is how you say something matters just as much as what you are asking for. You want to come across as professional, positive, collaborative the entire time, never confrontational. never desperate. Let's go through this step by step, starting with how you open the conversation. Always open with gratitude and enthusiasm. This is such a simple step, but it makes an enormous difference in how the rest of the conversation goes. Before you say anything about numbers, thank them for the offer and express genuine excitement about the role. Something like, "Thank you so much for the offer. I am very excited about the opportunity to join the team as," and name the role. That's it. Why does this matter so much? Because it immediately sets a positive, collaborative tone instead of an adversarial one. You are not walking in it like it's a battle. You are walking in it like it's a conversation between two people who both want the same outcome. You joining the company on terms that work well for everyone. That tone carries though everything that follows, and it makes the hiring manager far more receptive to what you are about to say next. And this might be the single most important tactic in the whole video, don't disclose your exact number too early. Why does this matter so much? Because the person to name a specific number in a negotiation often gives up leverage. If you name a number and it's lower than what they are willing to pay, they have just cost yourself money. If it's higher than they expected, you might get filtered out before the conversation even starts. So instead, these are the three smart moves. First, differ gracefully. If they ask about your salary expectations early, you can simply say, "I would like to learn more about the role and its responsibilities first before discussing numbers." That's completely normal, professional and response. Second, if they push and really need a number, give a broad range instead of specific figure, and make sure that range is grounded in the market research you did earlier, not just a random guess. And third, mostly you can simply stay open, saying something like you are open to a competitive offer that reflects your experience and the market rate for the role. This keeps the conversation moving without boxing yourself into number too early. Master this one skill and you are already ahead of most of the negotiators out there. And eventually, though, you need to actually make your counter offer, and here's exactly how to frame it. The key principle is this: frame your request around research and value and never around personal financial need. Saying something like, "I need more money because rent went up," is completely understandable as a human being, but it doesn't give the employer a business reason to say yes. What does give them a reason is connecting your acts to market data and to the value you bring. So here's a script you can literally use word for word. Based on my research of market rates for this role, with my experience and the value I believe I can bring to the company, I was hoping for a base salary closer to your desired figure here. So notice what the sentence is doing. It's citing external research, so it doesn't sound self-serving. It's referencing your specific experience and it's confidently naming a number, but wrapped in professional, collaborative language the entire way through. That one sentence does an enormous amount of work, and it's simple enough that you could say it in your sleep once you have practiced in it a few times. Now, we talk too much, and what happens if the company tells you your base salary is genuinely kept? Maybe there's an internal pay band they legally can't cross, and this is where knowing the whole package pays off. There are 6 major levels you can pull here beyond base pay. Benefits, health, dental and vision insurance can be for thousands of dollars a year on their own. Retirement, things like 401k, matching or pension plans, time off, additional vacation days, sick leave or personal days, flexibility, remote work options or flexible hours, which honestly a lot of people value even more than just a small salary bump, development, training budgets, conference attendance or tuition reimbursement, and perks. Things like commuter benefits, gym memberships, or relocation assistance. The mindset shift here is really important, and negotiation isn't over just because base salary is fixed. There are almost always other levers available. So before you accept we can't move on salary as a dead end, ask what flexibility exists on these other fronts instead. So here's a small tip that removes a huge amount of pressure. You never have to decide on the spot. It is completely normal and honestly quite smart to ask for 24 to 48 hours to review the full offer before you give your final answer. A good employer will expect this and will not think less of you for asking. In fact, taking a bit to actually review the details, run the numbers, may sleep on it, almost always leads to a better decision than answering under pressure in the moment. So, if you ever feel rushed or cornered during a negotiation, remember you are allowed to simply say, "This all sounds great. Could I have a day or two to review everything before I confirm?" That's it. That's a completely reasonable, professional thing to say. And now let's flip this around and talk about the mistakes that quietly kill people's leverage, because avoiding this is just as important as everything we covered so far. The mistake number 1: lack of research. If you skip the homework we talked about earlier, you are negotiating blind and you will almost end up accepting less than you actually deserve, simply because you don't know any better. Mistake number 2: emotional responses. Negotiation needs to stay a professional discussion, and the moment it becomes emotional, frustration, anger, and desperation, you lose the credibility and leverage fast. Mistake number 3: issuing ultimatums, saying things like "match this number or I walk," can permanently damage the relationship. Even if you technically get what you asked for, you have to work with these people. Remember. Mistake number 4: not getting the offer in writing. Always get the formal letter before making any final decisions or resigning from your current job. Verbal promises can and do change. And mistake number 5: burning bridges. If after everything you decide to walk away from the offer, do it gracefully. The professional world is smaller than you think, and how you exit a negotiation follows you. Alright, let's bring this all together into your negotiation cheat sheet. 5 things to remember before your very next salary conversation. 1. Research your true market value before any conversation happens, so you are negotiating not from facts, not guesses. 2. Qualify your achievements and tie them directly to the role you are applying for. 3. That means 3rd, open with genuine gratitude, then counter with quiet confidence using research-based language, not emotional appeals. 4. Negotiate the whole package, benefits, time off, flexibility, not just the base number. And 5th, They take the time you need have to decide on this spot. You never have to decide on this spot. And these 5 simple steps, but applied consistently over an entire career, that can add up to an enormous difference in your lifetime earnings. So here's the one thing I want to walk you with today. Your worth is not about what they offer you, it's what you ask for. Companies are not going to negotiate against themselves. Nobody is going to knock on the door and offer you more money out of the goodness of their heart. That number only changes when you open your mouth and advocate for yourself, and using the research, the language and the confidence we just walked through together. So if this video helped you, do me a quick favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, because we are building out an entire library of videos just like this one to help you grow your career and your income. And you have got, if you have got a job offer coming up soon, drop a comment below and let me know. I would genuinely love to hear how this negotiation goes for you. And now thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye.